Good evening and welcome to Newswatch Ole Miss. I'm William Traylor.
And I'm Hallie Reeves. We're keeping you in the know on all things live and local here in Oxford. The Senate failed again today in its 10th attempt to pass a Republican bill that would fund federal government operations. This would happen through late November.
Democrats refused to back the proposal without better health care funding, keeping Republicans short of the 60 votes needed to move forward.
With lawmakers heading home for the weekend and no vote scheduled until Monday, the shutdown will now stretch into next week.
Reaching 16 days, this shutdown has officially become the third longest in American history, with absolutely no resolution in the works.
Bringing things back to Oxford, the weather. It's been crazy this week. It's been chilly, it's been hot, we've had it all.
I don't think there's been a week where I've had so many different outfits in one day, or excuse me, in 1 week. It really has, though. Let's check in with weather anchor Campbell Baker to take a look at our current conditions.
Hey Rebs, so we're still not getting that fall weather that I think all of us want. As you can tell, I didn't get the memo with the long sleeves, but it's been 87 degrees, so it's been a very hot day. The winds have been low. I'll update you more on weather later. Back to you guys at the desk.
Ole Miss has many things that make it unique. However, this one may be leaving students' pockets feeling a whole lot lighter.
Newswatch reporter Ava Lindsay has the story.
If you are familiar with Oxford, you are aware of the crazy prices students are willing to pay for bar covers on the square. While most college town bars cost an entry fee of anywhere between $10 and $25, Ole Miss bars take it up a notch, ranging anywhere from $20 to over $40.
Let's be honest, it's all college students going to those bars, and we do not be making money enough to be paying $60 to go to Tango's. And honestly, is Tango's really worth the $60 on a random Tuesday night?
When we compare some of Oxford's older, more established bars, like City Grocery, to the underclassmen favorites such as Tango's and Rafters, there's a clear shift in demographics and age range. With that, the prices shift too. We go from paying $10 to $40 to $60.
I think it should be around 15 to 20 range. Just about any other college, it's like, say for Athens, for say this weekend, they don't even have covers, so I feel like they should not be as high as they are.
And the bars, they're fun. But not a $40 cover fun.
Absolutely. In 2023, a venue platform called Line Leap began providing students a way to buy bar covers online, often at cheaper rates earlier in the day. This allows them to skip the line and avoid the late night entry fees. Reporting for Newswatch Ole Miss, I'm Ava Lindsay.
A heartwarming event happening now on campus, Letters of Love. Students will come together to create encouraging letters and handmade cards for children's hospitals across the United States. This event is happening now in the Union. Students can go to craft, enjoy some free snacks, and make some new friends.
Campus Recreation wants to help bring out the equestrian in you. Just for $85, you can join Campus Rec in an all-inclusive trip to Oak Hill Farms to saddle up. You'll learn everything from basic horse handling like grooming, tacking, and leading, and participants will learn how to saddle up their horse, how to trot across the land, and even how to mount and dismount. Sounds like a very relaxing time.
Game day weekends in Oxford are unlike any other, from the Grove to the Walk of Champions, and of course, the traffic.
It's no secret that home football games are an economic lifeline to the Oxford-Lafayette community, generating millions of dollars in business and tax revenue. Newswatch reporter Olivia Waltzer talked to businesses on the square to see just how much home games affect their bottom line.
When the Rebels win, so does Oxford. Home football games at the University of Mississippi bring thousands of visitors and millions of dollars into the local economy each season.
Each game day weekend, the population literally doubles as fans and opposing teams pour into the square, the Grove, and Vaught Hemingway Stadium.
I would say that your business benefits a lot, mostly on game days.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Most of our crowd is always going to be game day students.
Yeah.
It's the same story for clothing stores around town.
We do not take lunch breaks during that weekend. We are catered. We cater all weekend long. Even on Sundays they cater. So we usually stay up until about 6, 7 on Friday evenings, open at 9:30. But we are prepared every single weekend for the absolute most.
Game day weekends bring many shoppers, giving local stores a major boost.
It definitely increases our traffic flow, and it's fun seeing these different kind of fan bases come into town and roam around the square, come into Tom Bettany. And yeah, it's definitely a great thing for our sales numbers.
Ole Miss football weekends keep Oxford's businesses thriving and its economy growing.
With the Rebels' current winning streak, fans will continue to break attendance records, a big score for the local economy and the university. In Oxford, I'm Olivia Walter with Newswatch.
Okay, most important question you're going to get today. Are you going to the Georgia game?
I'm not, but I will be cheering on the Rebs from my couch.
I don't think I'm going, but apparently a lot of people are leaving tonight.
Yeah. So since people are leaving tonight, what's the temperature looking like?
Well, it's definitely going to be a cool night. It's going to be in the 50s, no chance of rain, and the humidity will be going a little bit up, but I'll talk to you more after the break.
Elmo's daddy taught him that when he has a big feeling like being frustrated, humming a song can help you feel better. We all have big feelings, and we are all here for one another. Love your mind.
The freedom to live in safety. That's an American dream.
Some days are just better than others.
I think you should go talk to someone.
It's not that easy.
Have you been thinking about suicide? You can talk to me, Dad.
It's been a tough couple of months.
Dog relies on human being. Any animal that's in a house with a family relies on the family to take care of it. If you're not home, definitely let your neighbors know they have animals. Put one on all four corners of the house, so there's no excuse. Put them on a window if you've got the right side, left side, put them there in the front door. Let your neighbors know. Tell somebody.
Hey Revs, and happy Beat Georgia Week. I'm Campbell Baker here with Stormwatch. Now, looking in today, what has been happening over here in Oxford, we have been having more of that summer weather and not so feeling like it's mid-October. As you can tell, I'm wearing long sleeves. I was not prepared for this weather. But today, the humidity has been low. Winds have been a little bit on the lower side, mid-winds. It's been a sunny day, though. There hasn't been any rain. So it's been a pretty day, and that's pretty much what the rest of this week is going to be looking like. Except later, we actually are going to be dropping into temperatures. So if you are looking into that fall weather, I'm sure you're going to be happy. So looking all around today in our region, South Haven, of course, takes the medal for being our highest with 90 degrees. Everywhere else really has been in the low mid 80s. And then for our low of the night, we are seeing some 60s, 59s, 58s, 56. It's not really much of a difference, but we are dropping a little bit down at night. Now, speaking of tonight, here in Oxford, we are looking at a really pretty night. It's going to be pretty chilly, not enough where you need to wear a jacket, but enough where you can walk around and feel comfortable. The humidity will be going up, but the temperature kind of staying a little bit the same, 59, 60, pretty much the same thing. But as you can see, once again, the rain is non-existent, and it's going to be clear skies. Moving into tomorrow, though, we see it's going to be kind of like today. It's going to be hot. I would prepare, maybe bring a sweatshirt, but, you know, it's not going to be way too hot, not going to be way too cold either. But as you can see, the humidity stays the same. Precipitation really stays the same. It's all low. And once again, it's going to be pretty sunny. The winds aren't going to be too high either. Now, looking into our all-around region for tomorrow, once again, South Haven just likes to be, the queen of taking the highest temperature. But overall, everywhere else really is not too far off. It's still going to be high 80s, still going to be, mid-low 60s. But as you can see in Oxford and Tupelo's 86, Holly Springs, Corinth is going to be 84. Now looking at our radar all around, here we are in this little black dot. It's going to be a really dry weekend. And if you're going to be traveling to the game, if you're going to be a road rev, you can see here in Athens, it's still going to be pretty dry. It's actually going to be really beautiful in Athens. We'll look at that in a minute. But it's not going to be raining. It's not going to be not too hot. It's not going to be too cold either. Now, seeing our away game, it is going to be 77 degrees, It's, like I said, it's going to be sunny. The humidity is not going to be too sticky either, but the precipitation is going to be low. The winds is going to be pretty nice. I'm ready for a Rebel win. I'm really, really ready for us to be 7-0. But looking at the rest of this week, as you can see, we're still going to be pretty hot on Friday and Saturday, but Sunday actually drops down to the 60s, and then on Monday and Tuesday, it's going to be in the 70s. It's not going to be, too cold, not too hot. It's actually going to be pretty sunny on Monday and Tuesday.
Well, I know for one, I'm happy that the weather's going to be great here, but I won't be here. I'll be in Colorado. What are you guys doing for the weekend?
Well, I have some ribs on the smoker right now, and they're just waiting on Sunday. What about y'all?
Yeah, I'll be on the couch watching Ole Miss, but at night I'll actually be in Auburn watching them play Missouri.
I will be at the game, just praying I don't get barked at by a Georgia fan.
Oh.
Prayers up to me. But what else is going on in sports this weekend?
Well, we have a game day worthy of ESPN's highlight show, College Game Day, and take a look into what to expect from the Rebels and more when we get back from this break.
A waterfall made of fire. Goats that defy gravity. A turning point in history. A palace carved out of clay. A place where we grew wings. A thunderstorm beneath your feet. An eternal torch and an enduring dream. National parks are extraordinary. So is the support you give them.
Gosh, Darlene, it sure is amazing how much we have in common.
I know, Larry. We both love three-car pileups. We both were built in Buffalo.
And we both know wearing safety belts helps save thousands of lives.
Yeah, this is fascinating.
Don't mind Vince. He's getting over a bad breakup.
I know. Janet's picking up the pieces, too. They're in here.
I wish they understood it's all worth it to get people to buckle up.
Hey, lacerated lovebirds, I sense a major crush.
You could learn a lot from a dummy. Buckle your safety belt.
Talk about head over heels.
Elmer loves to giggle. Elmer's mommy taught him that laughing can help when you have a big feeling, like when you feel happy. Make sure to celebrate when you're happy and laugh it out. Love your mind.
Welcome back to Newswatch Ole Miss. I'm Sydney McGee with Sports Watch. A close game last weekend against Washington State for Ole Miss football. The Rebels are hoping to take the win in Athens this weekend and remain undefeated for their toughest road test yet this season. A key word for this
Chambliss keeps it. Chambliss.
In his press conference Monday, Coach Kiffin expressed excitement about this opportunity to take care of the ball better than we did a week ago, in his words. The Rebels' win last weekend was largely fueled by the impact of Oklahoma transfer Dezon Stribling, who caught 6 passes in 63 yards and shows growth and promise with the offense. Stribling admitted to his team's mistakes last week and feels confident about their go this weekend at Georgia. The Rebels hope to see their hard work pay off and leave it all on the field this weekend in Athens. Watch live at 2:30 p.m. Central on ESPN. Speaking of practice reports, Kewan Lacey has been a standout since being at Ole Miss. Reporter Capri Damaris has covered the running back. Let's hear what she had to say.
There's a new spark in Oxford, and his name is Keywan Lacey. The sophomore running back transfer from Missouri wasted no time making an impact for Ole Miss. Lacey has quickly become a reliable weapon in the Rebels' offense, combining power, speed, and vision every time he touches the ball. Throughout the season, Lacey has combined for 126 carries for 587 rushing yards, 87 receiving yards, and has scored 8 touchdowns in 6 games. These stats prove he's not just depth, but he's a difference maker.
Expecting a big environment on Saturday from Georgia's fans, what's something you prepare for during the week to temper that environment and stay locked in on yourself and the team?
Really just my preparation, knowing what I have to do, knowing my job. So when I go out there, I don't have to, hear the outside noise. I just know what I need to do and know what needs to be done. So just going out there and doing my job.
And it's that kind of mindset that's earned him respect in the locker room. Whether fighting for extra yards or bringing energy to practice, Lacey brings more than stats to this team.
How big of a difference do you think you've made for this offense?
I feel like I just, bring energy and juice to the team, and just try to bring everybody along with me and just give everybody energy, I feel like.
As Ole Miss gears up for its biggest test yet against Georgia, keep your eyes on number 5 because Keywan Lacey isn't just here to play. He's here to leave his mark.
The Rebels are heading to Athens to take on the Georgia Bulldogs. Sports reporter Reese Hodge has the story.
The Ole Miss Rebels' first road game in 5 weeks against the Georgia Bulldogs impact their undefeated season.
Ole Miss has had an undefeated season so far with a record of 6-0. The Rebs have only had one away game so far this season against the Kentucky Wildcats, resulting in a Rebel win with a score of 30-23. While Ole Miss started off strong this season with victory after victory, the decision of switching out quarterback Austin Simmons after his injury in the Kentucky game for Trinidad Chambliss made a remarkable turnaround for Ole Miss's offense and was a large part in earning them the number 5 seed. That said, the success of Ole Miss this year cannot be credited to just the offense. The consistent energy and enthusiastic support from fans at Vaught Hemingway Stadium has played a significant role in elevating the team's performance on the field. The Georgia Bulldogs are trailing right behind the Rebs with a record of 5-1 and being ranked the number 19. The Bulldogs have home field advantage. However, the Rebs defeated Georgia in last year's game with a score of 26-10, enhancing the rivalry between the two teams. While Ole Miss has one of its strongest teams in program history and having the higher seed in NCAA top 25 rankings, will the change of scenery from Vaught Hemingway Stadium to Sanford Stadium throw off the Rebs' performance, or will the Rebs keep up with their team cohesion and stick with routine by adding another win to their undefeated season?
Stay tuned for the Ole Miss Rebels to travel to Athens, Georgia for one of the biggest SEC games of the year against the Georgia Bulldogs this Saturday, October 18th. I'm Reese Hodge, Newswatch Ole Miss.
And just in, if you haven't checked your Ole Miss student email, Ole Miss Athletics just sent a message regarding the lack of attendance in the Ole Miss football student section this past weekend at the Washington State game. In brief, the email stated, "It is crucial that we continue to have a capacity crowd at Vaught Hemingway Stadium for our remaining home games with an energized student section who arrives early and stays until the game is over. If you are unable to attend a game, make sure you transfer your ticket to an Ole Miss student who is as big of a fan as you are. Let's keep supporting the Rebels, and remember, Ole Miss football has not been ranked consistently this high since 2015. Next home game is November 1st. Make sure to be there." In honor of Ole Miss Volleyball's 50 seasons of competition, Ole Miss Sports is highlighting 9 student athletes part of the club who accomplished major feats here at Ole Miss. One of those athletes being Christy Wilkinson. She's become the 4th ever Rebel to join the club. To look a bit into her career, she quite literally killed her junior and senior seasons, recording 1,263 kills and 1,090 digs as an outside hitter, playing competitively both offensively and defensively. The Colorado native holds some of the best single match attack percentages in the side-out scoring era among all Ole Miss volleyball. Nowadays, Wilkinson loves to spend time with her kids and proudly wears her Ole Miss gear in support of her Rebels. And women's soccer hosts their final home game tonight against LSU at 6. Well, that's all I have for sports. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Sydney. Coming up, I sat down with some new Ole Miss royalty.
And later on, we have some national news updates you won't want to miss. Newswatch Ole Miss will be right back.
The funny thing about Hannah is she never crawled. She skipped it entirely. went straight to walking and running. She was such an eager little girl. Guess she was always looking for the next amazing thing. I know that Hannah loved every one of you.
Are you looking for more in this world? Are you driven by purpose? Then we are looking for you. The big-hearted, the bold, the change makers. We are the Peace Corps. With volunteers in more than 60 countries, we join hands with communities, live together, work together, transform lives, and serve boldly together. Are you ready to go the distance to make a difference? Then we have a place where you belong. Join us.
Think buying fake products is harmless? Think again. Think fake cosmetics are tested and safe? Think again. Think that medicine you can buy off social media is high quality? Think again. Counterfeits are made in unsafe conditions, potentially using hazardous and even lethal ingredients that could harm you and others. Each year, billions of dollars worth of counterfeit products are sold in the U.S. I smell big crime. Think about it. If you don't know where the products came from, how could you know where the money goes? You're smart. Buy smart. Go for real.
Welcome back to Newswatch Ole Miss. Last week was homecoming week, which meant there were so many activities for students to attend, and we even crowned some new campus royalty.
Yes, I had the opportunity to sit down with our brand new Mr. and Miss Ole Miss. Let's take a look.
Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I'm really excited to be here. When did you decide you wanted to?
I'd say this summer, like, people always say, like, oh, like, you should do this, you should do that, and sometimes it's hard to, like, figure out if you really want to do something or if you want to do it because other people have told you to. And then this summer, I, like, had some time to myself away from people, so I was like, okay, well, if I want to do it, like, I want to do it well, like, I want to be prepared. So I kind of fleshed out some ideas, and then I called one of my friends, and I was like, hey, like, I did this, would you be my campaign manager? And she was like, I would love to, and I was like, okay, well, I mean, I guess I'll do it now. Like, if you're willing to say yes, then it gave me the encouragement I needed to keep going.
I would definitely say, I was like, if I don't have like a campaign I'm passionate about, like if I don't have like a reason to run, then I'm not going to do this, because it's like a lot of energy, and it's like it can be very self-centered, like if you don't have like really grounds to talk about. But like obviously Ole Miss has provided like such an easy platform to talk about, which is like y'all and like the student body. And I think when I was able to reflect and really realize like I don't have to do this for me, I can do this for all the people that have poured into me, and like the people that have really like shown me like honestly like the best parts of Ole Miss, the best parts of just living in general. And so it was like really easy to run when I like found like my platform, and I was like, okay, like I feel confident, because I was like, I'm not gonna run for this if I don't have something that I'm passionate about running for. Just through the like meeting people, I think also realizing like the people that I was gonna meet, and like the opportunity of like meeting candidates, and like just sharing another experience, you know, with like Ole Miss students.
And I feel like both of your campaigns are really cool in the sense that it was about Ole Miss. I feel like this is the first year I really saw a campaign like, yes, you rhyme it with your name, but like yours was all in for Ryan, rooted in Riley, and it kind of brought up all these special things that you guys love about Ole Miss. What was it like having the people back you up?
Yes.
Okay, so let's break down your campaigns. Can you each kind of talk about like why you chose, which campaign you wanted to support, and what that's going to look like throughout the whole year?
My campaign I chose was to partner with the Staff Council. They're a group on campus that oversee all of our staff. So whether that's a custodian that you see, somebody in the union, any landscape, our police officers are all represented by the Staff Council. And my philanthropy was to start an emergency fund. Whenever I was trying to figure out a philanthropy for my campaign, I wanted to do something that was a little bit different than what most people have done in years past, and I wanted to reflect like a lot of the entirety of Ole Miss community, not just the students. And I found out about the staff council, and I was just seeing like the resources they provide, and they provide scholarships for people who are staff, and they have students here for like their textbooks. So like if their child is a student, they can get their textbooks paid for. But I didn't really see anything about like emergency, like medical emergency. So I was like, oh wait, like I want to get into the health field. Like I think medical emergencies are something that we just don't really expect. Everybody thinks that they're fine until a medical emergency happens, and they're like, oh shoot, like what do we do now?
It was so great getting to talk to both of them, and I'm so excited to see what they will make of this year. Now switching over to some national news. The U.S. economy has been showing its resilience, but that resilience can't last forever. The American people are starting to see the effects of the shutdown in a number of ways, like slower airports, delayed food safety inspections, and entire pay cycles for federal employees. This also is going on with contractors. Their pay has been interrupted. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent gave a statement to the media where he discussed that his department estimates the impact of the shutdown is about $15 billion a week. Some experts are starting to believe that tariffs are putting pressure on the U.S. economy.
And the state of California now has $40 million less to spend on roads and transportation after the Trump administration pulled the funding over the state's refusal to enforce English language proficiency standards for truckers in that state. In August, the Federal Department of Transportation put California on notice that they would lose the funding if they didn't enforce the new rule, but California refused. Trump called out California Governor Gavin Newsom for his, quote, insistence on obstructing federal law. California's DOT responded by citing that crashes among California truckers are lower than the national average. Well, that wraps up our national news update. Be sure to stay tuned to what's coming up next as we have an exciting event to talk about that's coming to Oxford.
Newswatch Ole Miss, we'll be right back.
Hate is loud. It gets clicks. It gets attention. Hate, however, is actually quite small. But love. Love is the majority. Filling up something far more important than any feed. Love fills our hearts, our lives, our every day with understanding, empathy, and compassion, leaving hate to become what it truly is, a whisper.
Life's daily battles are not meant to be fought alone.
We're not powerless, so long as we don't lose sight of what's important.
Don't be afraid to seize that moment to talk to your friends.
Cloud, you okay?
Because checking in on a friend can create a safe space.
The first step on our new journey. You coming?
Reach out to a friend about their mental health. Seize the awkward. It's totally worth it.
The Queen of Rock and Roll is taking the stage this week.
Tina, the Tina Turner musical, comes to the Ford Center to tell the story of how the singer broke barriers to become one of the best-selling artists of all time.
The musical features her iconic hits and is written by Pulitzer Prize-winning playwright Katori Hall.
Showtime is tomorrow night at 7:30, so don't miss out on this incredible performance.
That's all we have for tonight. I'm Hallie Reeves.
And I'm William Traylor with your latest news.
I'm Campbell Baker with Stormwatch.
And with Sports Watch, I'm Sydney McGee.
Thank you for watching Newswatch Ole Miss, where we keep it live and local.
And be sure to tune in tonight at 5